Alright guys, pretty big update today on the AHL squad front. The Utica Comets, the Vancouver Canucks affiliate team, are currently 5-0-0. They've won their first 5 AHL games in a row, which is honestly just great. You know, the Vancouver Canucks have always had a kind of an interesting dynamic in terms of their affiliate teams. You know, under Mike Gillis, he didn't fully pay attention to the team. Well, that's what it seemed like. We've never had those great farm teams that have a lot of like high-end scores on them or just prospects that are really succeeding in the minors. However, this specific season, it's a bit different. Well, it seems like it so far. The team is just firing. So obviously the Canucks earlier this season sent down Nikolay Goldobin and Baertschi. Goldobin wasn't so much of a shock, but Baertschi, it definitely was. I didn't see it coming, but you know what? At least they are dominating for the Utica Comets. So far this season, I'll flash a picture right now. Reed Boucher has 8 goals, 2 assists, 10 points in his first 5 games. 8 goals in his first 5 games. It's kind of crazy because certain players like Reed Boucher, they just can dominate any other league besides NHL. But 8 goals, 5 games, that's just fantastic. Goldobin came in, and Goldobin currently has 8 assists, 9 points in his first 4 games. Again, what the heck? Just crazy totals. Hopefully the added ice time can benefit Goldobin. Goldobin's kind of an interesting guy. He has so much talent, and throughout last season, there's definitely flashes where he looks like he can be a very good top 6 forward, but you know, his scoring finish, there's obviously a bunch of variables here, but he just couldn't put it together. And obviously when you can't score and you have a lot of defensive lapses, it's kind of an issue in NHL because we're going to a game that, you know, if you want to be an NHL player, you can have skill, but you also need to have a two-way game. And Goldobin, that was his biggest issue. So hopefully playing in the AHL, he can at least get more confidence and get his more offensive side up. Now, Baertschi was also sent down, probably the biggest shock. He has 8 points in his first 4 games. So the top 3 players are over 2 points per game, which is just crazy. Now, I can imagine for both Goldobin and Baertschi, at least Baertschi, we're definitely going to see him in a Canucks uniform sometime this season, hopefully. And again, Baertschi, I don't really know what to think yet because Baertschi is a potential 20-25 goal guy, 50-point guy. Not a first-line winger, but definitely a decent top 6, if not, third-line scoring winger. So it's great to see him producing. Hopefully he gets his game back. We aren't fully clear on why he got sent down still. Obviously, he's not the best player on the Canucks roster, the best winger. And adding guys like JT Miller and Michael Furlan definitely pushed him out. But I guess we'll see. I remember seeing like Bo Horvat and Brock Besser, I think Virtanen comment on it, and they kind of were acting like, it wasn't a big surprise. It was more of just like, oh, it's sad to see, a close friend get sent down. So hopefully he works on his game. We can work out some type of trade, make some more, I guess, clear some more cap, because I think if we call up Baertschi, we're going to run into some cap issues. So I guess we'll see on that front. And next we have Kole Lind, definitely one of the more intriguing prospects within our pipeline. Obviously he was drafted in the Elias Pettersson draft in the 2nd round, and he was regarded as someone who could easily have been taken in the 1st round. And it's great to see him start to produce. So far this season, Kole Lind has put up 7 points in his first 5 games, which includes 6 assists. So Kole Lind last year, he didn't put up bad production. I forget the exact total. I'll check it right now. There was a lot of concern with Kole Lind because he was a highly regarded prospect. He completely lit up the Kelowna Rockets. And then last year, he kind of came into the Utica Comets, and his game didn't fully translate. He put up 17 points in 51 games. I mean, that's not terrible, but for a highly regarded prospect, that's a bit concerning. However, this year, he's off to a fantastic start. He put up 7 points in his first 5 games. And again, great start. There's just no complaints here. A lot of people have actually kind of written off Lind. I'm not in the same boat at all. I think he still has a lot of potential. So hopefully he keeps growing, keeps playing some more meaningful minutes, and then within the next couple years, we see him in a Canucks uniform. Very excited for that. Zach McEwen's playing well. We have some other guys like Justin Bailey, who we recently signed, playing good. Help fill out our AHL roster. This is definitely really easy for teams to kind of look over or not pay as much attention to the farm teams as they should, especially considering like Utica is so far away from Vancouver, like a kind of an odd AHL affiliate like placement. But I feel like we had a lot of internal turmoil last season because we had a lot of issues, and the team just wasn't doing well. We had a lot of bright spots. I guess Kole Lind had a decent season until he tore his ACL, but it's definitely really great to see the Canucks finally having success in their farm system. Kole Lind has 3 points in his first 5 games. I expect his production to start going up. Of course, he just came off his knee surgery. A lot of people kind of counted him into perhaps playing with the Canucks sooner than later, but I know from personal experience, tearing your ACL, getting back to your game after you tear your ACL, even at the pro level, takes so much time. It is not an easy transition. Your ACL is a very vital part to your skating, and hopefully Kole Lind, his development has been, or I guess his progress has been doing good so far, and hopefully he keeps developing in the AHL system. A lot of people have been writing off Kole Lind, and I just don't agree. Julevi, of course, he was the 5th overall pick, and when you look at the guys that were taken after him, like Nylander, or not Nylander, what am I talking about? To Chuck, it definitely looks concerning, but defensemen, and I'm still going to hold it to it, is unlike, I guess, there's some exceptions like Quinn Hughes, but defensemen, they take longer. They take longer to develop, so I'm not going to write off, Julevi anytime soon here. Julevi is only 21 years old. If he's like 23 and we're not seeing any NHL games, maybe be a bit concerned, but for the time being, I'm not too concerned. Julevi just still has the upside. He has that great vision, great passing ability. He kind of reminds me of an Alex Edler. So if he can kind of fill in Alex Edler's role in the next 3 years, by the time Alex Edler's off the team, we can't really complain. Of course, top 5 pedigree, a bit sad, but we can't really complain. Jonah Gadjovich has 1 goal in his first 3 games. He hasn't been doing too well at all. He didn't have a great season last year. Last season, Gadjovich had 10 points in 43 games. Not a great transition. He kind of reminds me of like a Josh Levo. So Josh Levo is that kind of more gritty two-way forward, power forward. Jonah Gadjovich is kind of that guy. So hopefully, he keeps developing. He was also highly regarded coming in from the 2017 draft, from the Elias Pettersson draft. So hopefully Gadjovich can kind of play some more games, get into the lineup, and do some damage. And also, Mikey DiPietro has won his first 2 games in the AHL. Of course, DiPietro came in last season and got completely slaughtered, completely hung out to dry by the San Jose Sharks. But so far this season, he's been playing really well in the AHL. And of course, he has a team to help develop him. Because, the Canucks haven't, we just never have prospects who play in the minors. Elias Pettersson, of course, went from the SHL straight to the roster. Brock Besser played in the NCAA, straight to the roster. The Canucks have never really had a history of top prospects developing in the HL, whereas other teams, they kind of rush guys in, especially Europeans. They rush them in, sign them to a contract, stick them in the HL, and just kind of see what happens. The Canucks have never really gone that route, or at least in a very long time. Oh, before I end off this video, something I actually completely forgot to mention is Nikolay Goldobin's 9 points in his first 4 games actually won him the Player of the Week in the AHL. So just fantastic. I guess Goldobin has always been like an AHL performer, but it's really great to see him come in. It's not like the Utica Comets before they came in had an amazing team. So it's really great to see Goldobin come in and have success, because it's kind of an interesting standpoint, because Goldobin gets ridiculed a lot, but last season he did put up 27 points in 63 games, which isn't amazing, but it's definitely pretty good production from like a secondary scorer. So in terms of Sven Baertschi or Goldobin and who do we call up, it's kind of a close call. Believe it or not, just because Goldobin is on that, that cheap contract, whereas Sven Baertschi is making like 3.3 mil a year. I forget the exact dollar amount, but kind of interesting call. So will we see Goldobin up in the lineup this year, and will he eventually have success? Because it's not like, Goldobin's only 20, I guess he's 20, he just turned 24. So he still has time to develop here. Can he be that, at least that secondary scorer, or will he always be kind of this, offensive guy that doesn't have any defensive game? What do you guys think about that? Because it's definitely very interesting, because, he did have times last season where he was playing with Elias Pettersson and Brock Besser, but still, he could still potentially be that guy. He kind of reminds me of like a Jay Virtanen, because when you think about it that way, his production is way better than Virtanen's been. So, anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. It's pretty interesting to look at, So hopefully the Utica Comets keep dominating. I'm adding this clip on right after. Oh, and also before I end off this video, guys, is I'm going to be doing kind of a NHL, or I guess, yeah, just kind of NHL prospect updates. I'm going to start with the Vancouver Canucks. I'm not really sure how I'm going to format these videos or how often. So I guess the kind of idea is that I update you on all the Canucks prospects every once in a while. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do that, but it's definitely something I'm interested in myself. And it's definitely going to be something that's going to be kind of interesting to do videos on. So it's kind of like this video, I guess, but in terms of all Canucks prospects kind of surrounding the whole globe instead of obviously just the AHL. Anyways, guys, back to the video. But anyways, boys, I thought I'd give you a little update on how the farm team is performing so far. And so far, they've been performing great. So hopefully this means good things are to come. And hopefully we see some success in Utica. Anyways, guys, who are you most excited for? How do you like Kole Lind's performance? And will we see Baertschi in a Canucks uniform anytime soon? Let me know what you guys think. See you guys later.